Virtual greetings, everyone. The researcher presenting is teacher Francisca Madapin from Tinok Central School, Poblacion Tinok, Ifugao. The title of my research is Improving the Oral Communication Skills Through Theatrical Performance of Grade 6 Learners. Rationale. Currently, the quality of education of the grade 6 learners of Tinok Central School in terms of fluency in English communication is relatively disturbing. Most of the grade 6 learners did not achieve the required competency that they had to achieve, especially in oral communication. Basing from the performance tests conducted during the second quarter of the first semester, most of the scores were below the passing rate. In every performance test conducted in the summative evaluation by the teacher, the pupils did not meet the expected outcome, and likewise, as observed, most of the grade 6 learners were not confident with their grammar because of oral communication deficiency. It is for this reason that the researcher conducted a study on firming up the oral fluency in English communication through an intervention on theatrical performance of the grade 6 learners. The said intervention was related and based on the curriculum guide competencies. This intervention served as the springboard for modeling and discussion to motivate the learners to participate and for them to feel that they are part of the learning process. On the key literature, theatrical performance involved children at many levels, not only on the language and literacy, but also on the kinesthetic aspect related to the study of Aldavero in the year 2013, by Hill in the 2010, and Poldolsi on the 2000 year. On the methodology, this study utilized a checklist to gather data quantitatively, wherein every performance was documented to monitor all the development or deficiency of the oral communication skills of the participants. In the findings, we have number 1, the performance level of the oral communication skills of the grade 6 learners before the implementation of the theatrical arts performance shown that they do not have very satisfactory rating in reading a text aloud, and they cannot participate in a simple debate. With these deficiencies, there must be an intervention to improve the oral communication skills of grade 6 learners. It can also be gleaned from the interpretation that the teacher-researcher must constantly nurture these learners so that they can contribute meaningfully to the district general average as one of the measures of quality education. This result also proved the observation of the class advisor that the fluency in English communication of grade 6 learners is relatively disturbing. Findings number 2, the level of performance of the grade 6 learners in oral communication after the implementation of the theatrical arts performance shown that they have gained confidence in speaking and expressed their ideas clearly in oral performance. They also can read texts loudly with enthusiastic interpretation of context and can participate actively in debates, showing good posture and confidence. This means that the selected technique in improving the oral communication skills of grade 6 learners is effective. It can be gleaned from the data that through theatrical performance, the learners actively participate through group and pair activities as well as individual participation, which made the learning environment conducive and learner-centered. Next, learners became creative and productive through theatrical performance. This is so because they planned on what to speak and agreed on how they can deliver by group, by peer, and individually. This result confirmed the idea that drama can improve language skills of learners. In 2005, students involved in drama performance outscored the national average secondary achievement test score by 35 points on the verbal portion. As a reflection, these learners who have undergone theatrical performances can perform better when promoted to higher grade levels. Therefore, the grade 6 learners who engage in theatrical performances continually develop their language skills toward higher outcome in reading comprehension skills. Moving to implications. Theatrical performance as an intervention used by learners who are deficient in oral language skills is effective. Further, theatrical performances not only develop learners in oral language skills but boosted their self-confidence. Thus, the general average of the class in English increased due to the improvement of oral communication skills of grade 6 learners. Moving to conclusions. First, the performance level of the oral communication skills of the grade 6 learners before the implementation of the theatrical arts performance in terms of speaking in class clearly needs improvement, and interpreting the context with enthusiasm needs improvement while showing good posture and confidence in oral communication needs improvement. Second, the performance level of the oral communication skills of the grade 6 learners after the implementation of the theatrical arts performance in terms of speaking clearly in class, interpreting the context with enthusiasm, and showing good posture and confidence in oral performance was very satisfactory. Third, there is an increase of 1/6400 in the average weighted mean of the level of performance of the grade 6 learners when the weighted means were compared. Thus, theatrical performance is effective in improving language skills of learners and boosts their self-confidence. Moving to recommendation, from the conclusions, the researcher recommends the use of theatrical arts performance in order to improve the oral communication skills of learners in the different grade levels. Thank you for listening.